boy talk. Oh, Kyle, you're so dreamy, Kyle.
I heard that talking on the phone all night gives you warts on your ears.
Can it really?
Annie.
Of course not. She just made that up, as always.
Human remains found on a property in Hernando County.
Body be the work of a serial killer.
I think it was following me.
You have to stop over-exaggerating.
The van has been following me everywhere.
He's watching you. We'll wave, dummy.
Hey, Annie.
So this is a true crime thriller that's, for me, it's a very unique point of view because it's not told, it doesn't glorify the killer, okay? This comes from the trauma of the victims and their stories, and this is told through Annie. So I thought that was a very interesting way that Warren chose to let this story unfold. I play Helen, and she's very indicative of a different era. She is the housewife, and she's someone that needs to internalize her feelings. So if she's angry or scared, that's not a time, she's not someone that can speak up about it. And so it was interesting to kind of drop into that era and immerse myself into that world.
Well, I play Annie Williams, who is the lead in this film. And I think a lot of early conversations with my director, Warren Skeels, were really, really helpful in getting those details of the real Annie's story, so that way I could just always have that in the back of my head and give as honest of a performance as possible. A lot of my research, I did do a little bit of research on Billy Mansfield and his whole family, honestly, his brother and his dad as well, but I really wanted to focus my preparation on Annie and what she was feeling, and taking the details of the first-hand account that Warren, our writer-director, had, taking those details and just really honing in on that, because this story is ultimately a story about Annie as, a victim and a survivor, and as a young girl. It's less about the killer in a lot of ways, which I think it is really a unique perspective with a thriller like this. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was all about getting into the music and the 70s kind of energy, if you will. It was good, though, because all of that Southern rock that I was listening to get into Mark's kind of character, because that's what he's all about. He's Mark from Memphis, and he loves rock. But it was easy because my dad kind of showed me that stuff growing up, like Creedence Clearwater Revival, Allman Brothers, 38 Special. So it was nice to kind of dive deeper into their discography and explore some of that. I mean, that was my main focus for sure. And then getting to know Madison and the rest of the cast to make it easier every day on set.
So I actually didn't meet the real Margaret, or who Margaret's inspired off of, but our director, who's also the writer of the film, he knows them personally, and so just going to him and if I had a question, he was always kind of my go-to encyclopedia of truth and also character development. He was such a creative director to have on set.
What did I study for my character? Yeah. So I was probably 13 at the time, so I didn't really study my character too much. But while reading it, I kind of get the gist of my character, so it was really cool doing it, and I loved my character so much, and I actually relate to him a lot. If my family was in danger, I'd love to protect them, although I made some ballsy moves in the movie, and I don't know. I think I'd be a little too scared to do that, but, I love taking care of my family, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard. I mean, the white van is something that I've always been scared of, and I think everyone is kind of scared of, but I had to put myself in that mindset, and it was really important to tell this true story and do it correctly. So everything kind of just went out the window. I'm like, all right, I'm here to do a job, and we need to execute it well. So I think we did a good job. I feel like Patty is very strong. She's a great friend. She's not going to just leave her friend. She's here to defend her and have her back. So that's definitely a friend that I would want to have.
And if you say, hey, go away, I will.
Hi, my name is Allie Larder, and I've just been buzzed.